setting up face-to-face and remotely to do small group was a huge challenge for us this year because of the circumstances. But we had to rely on our resources that we had, and we had to bring it to the students via Zoom. So it took a lot of thinking and figuring out as far as how we could put it together, how we could make a plan that would be effective for them. So the first thing that we do is we assess them, and we assess them using a word list. And we've been using the resources from Scholastic, and we figure out where their reading level might be. And so we start with that word list, and that kind of gives us a gauge of where they might be. Once they go through their word list and we're able to see, okay, then let's start them at this benchmark assessment. We go ahead and administer a benchmark assessment, and we can either go up or down depending on how the child does. But usually that word list will help us target that one benchmark that maybe that child is on, and we determine their reading level.
What we try to do is now incorporate the phonics, the NIHouse, with the guided reading, so that even if I don't get to see all those kiddos and their seesaw lesson for NIHouse, at least I can work with them in the small groups and check on those skills. So, for example, this week, our NIHouse skill, we're really working on the EA, working together as the long E. And so we made sure that the books that we chose had those words in them, so that when we're reading, we can take a break and look at those words and dissect them and say, hey, does this match your pattern? Is it EE or EA? Does it match what we've been talking about? What other words can you find like that? So that really helps them to not just see that skill in one little part of the day, but that they can spread it out throughout other sections, especially with the reading and work on that, so that they can see that I don't have to just see EA during phonics time. I can see it while I'm doing my small group. I can see it while I'm reading a math problem, that they can kind of holistically see that.
Well, when we do small group reading with my teacher, we read a book, and before we start reading, my teacher asks what the vocabulary words mean. In small groups, there's usually 2, 4, 5, or 6 students. Some things that we do in NIHouse, we take out a piece of paper, and there are these speakers we can listen to, and then we write the word, but we have to write our name on the top. I especially love Ice Station because we can read books. My favorite was actually a joke book. It's like you get to listen to fun jokes. My favorite is a whale one. What does a whale say when he's confused?
What did you say?
Can you be more Pacific?
That's funny.
Like the Pacific Ocean.